It is written. It is written. It is written, the children of Israel shall cry unto the Lord because of their oppression, and he shall send them a Savior. Your end is gone into captivity. You bow your neck under the Romans. Is it nothing to you? This is the year of the revenge. The indignation of the Lord shall be visited upon the Romans. The palace of the mighty shall be turned to ashes. He shall utterly destroy their armies. He shall deliver them up to slaughter. The stink shall come out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood.
My people suffer. Our temple and our priests are ruled by Rome. We have lost hope. I believe it is the time our prophets call the end of days. The prophet Jeremiah writes that at this time a man will come, a descendant of the house of David, a king who will lift up his fallen people, return them to the laws of God, and lead them and through them all men to the way of peace. Our holy books are filled with the words this man will say, the acts he must do, that his people will know he is their king. I am from the house of David. The prophecies cry out to me, and I accept their calling. I believe I am this promised one.
Yes, sir. It's the new year. Time to end your fasting. I brought you water. You know me. I'm Johann.
Bless me. Cleanse me.
His Excellency Pontius Pilate, Governor of Judea and Samaria.
Is this your usual way of solving problems? Breaking heads?
I gave specific orders. No bloodshed, no killing.
Do you know what you're sitting on? A pile of live coals and tinder. The only thing that prevents it from bursting into flames is this crazy, jealous bickering among the Jews.
Sir?
From the first moment I entered this province, I've had nothing but continuous aggravation. I was told to be firm, but to avoid offending their religion. It's impossible not to offend their religion. Everything offends it.
Yes, sir.
When I entered Jerusalem with my legions, I had our banners mounted as a tribute to the city. The citizens rioted and accused me of desecrating their holy nation. I planned new roads, and it appears I'm defiling their sacred places. Every thief we arrest is a martyr. Every rebel we execute is a holy man. The situation is hardly helped by the high priests who pretend to play the game but invent new rules as it pleases them. There's no basis in the Western mind for mutual understanding with these people. I've tried to see the world as they do, but it's impossible.
Strange people.
Blind, mercy for the blind, mercy, mercy for the blind, blind.
Blind, mercy for the blind,
brother, can you see at all?
What was that for?
Can you see now?
Let me go.
Can you?
Let me go!
Can you see now?
Yes!
A miracle.
A miracle! A miracle! A miracle!
He made a blind man see. Did you see? He made a blind man see.
Praise be to God!
Why do you follow me?
Why do you follow him?
Why do you follow him?
Why do you follow him?
Why do you follow me? Because you think I can perform a miracle? That was just a trumpet blast. A beating of the drum to make you listen. This man. Do you think he's cured? Yes, he can see. He can see the trees in bloom, God's blue sky. But what he cannot see is the true miracle that he holds. The true miracle that we as a people hold. The strength of our faith. The faith we have maintained since the time of Abraham. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. That is the first commandment. And the second commandment is, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Listen to those words very carefully. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. For surely without love and respect for one another, there is no hope. Without hope, there is no future. And without future, there is no meaning. Blessed are the poor. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the helpless. Blessed are the persecuted, for they shall inherit the earth. We are a people of peace in a time of bondage. Through love, we shall come out of darkness into light, out of bondage into freedom. We have come with a message. Our message is love.
What's going on here?
Who gave you permission to speak in this holy place?
You who call yourself men of God and turn your backs on the poor. It is you that are truly blind.
Get out. Get out! Out!
our God, the Lord is one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
A new day is born. A new year is born. The child is born. So the man is born. Born and born again. With each new year. The page is wiped clean. The scales set level. To each of us is given the fate of the world. A single deed can tip the balance.
Hear, O Israel, Lord our God, the Lord is one.
Dangerous time.
I'll need men.
There are some zealots like us who hold to their faith in secret, biding their time, waiting.
Give me their names.
Understand where it can lead.
Yes.
Day after sickening day, I watch the Romans break our bones. I spent a lifetime crying out to Jews, rise up against them. Preach rebellion, yes. I dream of someone who burn his words into our people's brains. Reach into their hearts, rouse them, lead them. Are you the one? Are you?
Their names. Yoram, Andros, Matai, Shimon. I cannot offer you wealth. Just hard work and hunger.
As things are, we're not exactly feasting.
This is a time predicted by the prophets. They saw it all, described it to the last detail, our misery and our suffering, and then the end of days.
And what comes after that?
Freedom.
The worse things get, the more I long for something to believe in.
Believe in God.
Pray, and nothing changes.
To pray, yes. And then to act. Don't wait for God to change the world.
Act how?
Speak for the poor. Heal the sick. Defend the outcast. Protect the helpless.
The wicked shall watch out for the righteous and seek to slay them. What do you want from us?
Everything. No matter what the cost. Everything.
They'll stop us.
Yes. We could be trapped at any moment. If you come with me, you run the risk of being nailed up.
We've been dying for a long time. People wait. They know the end has come.
The end of the world as we know it. Now we must make a new one.
have suffered long enough. Now we have something to fight for. Let Pilate understand once and for all, this is not Pharaoh's Egypt, and we are not his slaves. We sent him a petition asking him to stop taking money from the temple. Money that he's using to build his aqueduct. Did we ever get an answer? No! This is the moment we've been waiting for. It is the time for us to fight. I just noticed we have some friends here with us today. Honored guests, so to speak. That one there? Romans. This one? This one? I don't remember issuing an invitation for you to be here. Don't you think our honored guests will have to leave? I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
From Galilee about my brother.
Yesh is beginning to attract attention. Walking the roads, preaching, curing the sick, getting himself a reputation as a miracle worker. Nothing spectacular yet, but the people listened. They're ignorant in the countryside. If they come to Jerusalem, it will be different.
Yesha is a long way from Jerusalem.
Yaakov, what do you really expect him to do?
For the time being, to preach.
Preach? That's all? What kind of a leader is that? If I only preached, my men wouldn't follow me for another day. I lead wolves, not lambs.
He will be shepherd of wolves. Wolves to swallow the Roman sheep.
Your people talk to him?
Tried to make an agreement to work together.
And?
He doesn't hold with violence. At any rate, he's very useful. He's stirring up the people. The only danger is...
Make way! Make way for the high priest! Make way for the high priest, the chosen of the Lord, Caiaphas. Make way for his holiness, Annas.
Make way for corruption. My brother well. He has no concern for his own safety. He He needs protection.
If you're interested, I know a man who can look after Yeshin. He's hard to get, but it's worth it.
Can he be trusted?
Yes.
Get him.
When you talk to them, they listen. But when you leave them, their lives are still the same. They're still not free. They're still in danger. They're still hungry.
I haven't been with you very long. But I know Andros is right. I watch their faces when you speak. When you say it's up to them to change their lives. And what they answer back with their eyes is, how? How do I do it? How?
Listen. A sower went out to sow, and some seed fell along the footpath, and the birds ate it. And some seed fell on rocky ground, the sun burned down, and they withered away. And some seed fell among weeds, and the weeds shot up and choked out the young plants. And some seed fell on good soil, and grew, and bore fruit.
I don't understand.
We are the sowers. The seed is the word. In order for an idea, in order for anything to grow, the seed must first be planted. Who are you?
The name is Judah. I hear it said you're seeking followers.
Are you a believer?
Let's say I'm seeking something to believe in.
Unknown and unannounced, the Messiah walks among us. The hour is approaching when he will be revealed. Come and be reborn to greet him. I baptize you in the name of the Lord. May he forgive your wrongdoings and remember your wickedness no more. Come to me, and be reborn. Come to me.
I am Anarchus, King Herod's chamberlain. You must have known when you shouted that King Herod stole his wife from his brother's bed that you were slandering your king.
He is not my king. Since the time of David, we Jews have chosen our own kings. We didn't choose him.
Nevertheless.
If it wasn't for his soldiers, your king wouldn't last an hour.
The king will take your word. Let you go. If you swear never again to utter the name of Herod. I'm waiting for your word.
My word is in every street. I am full of words.
One last time, yes or no?
And tell him, Yohanan the Baptist says he is a stench in the nostrils of the Lord. An abomination. May his name be blotted out forever and ever and ever!
Perhaps your God is generous and will help to share your pain.
This report is unacceptable. You treat this rabble as if they were a band of minstrels, wandering round the countryside, entertaining happy crowds with feats of religious magic, curing lepers, healing the blind, raising the dead. Is this the kind of information you want to send to Rome?
I am Herod of Galilee.
Appointed by Rome.
I have been able thus far to prevent my people from rising up to attack the noble standard of Rome. I have fulfilled my duty to Rome.
You are facing a political uprising, and it will not be tolerated. These prophets are preaching high treason. You cut off the head of the Baptist, and up springs another rabble-rouser to take his place.
How was I supposed to dream that there would be someone else?
You're not asked to dream. You have spies, haven't you? Take my advice. If you must kill, kill only the weak. If this prophet, Yeshua of Nazareth, is in Judea, I want him found and brought to me. I need a dossier on all his followers, their ages, where they come from, everything.
Yes, sir.
Double the number of men you're sending to guard the tax collectors.
Sir.
And an ordinance against public meetings of more than 6 people.
It will be done.
Did you come all this way just to see me? Can you tell me why? Would you like to try?
I always follow. I hide behind trees, I hide behind people. I just listen and don't come near you. Just look. Sometimes I see sad things in my head. Them taking you away. Them taking you away. Like sheep to the slaughter. Oh, don't go. Don't go into Jerusalem.
Look at me and say I will not be frightened.
I will not be frightened.
And I will be proud to be alive and hold my head high.
I will hold my head high.
You must understand that we must all try to be brave.
I'm no different than any of you. I've spent my lifetime working hard, waiting for things to change. I've endured the fear and the anger. I've said to myself time and time again, Shimon, you're a simple man. There's no way you can help. There's nothing you can do. Then one day, I found out that I was wrong. That there are things that I can do. That we all can do. I used to wait for a leader that was taller and stronger and louder than any man. I thought his voice would roar like thunder. His strength would be that of 20 men. I was wrong. Yeshua says that our power lies in the strength of our love for one another. That through it, we can change our lives and our future. And I believe in this.
I left my wife and unborn child to be here with you. I didn't leave because I was discontent. I'm a farmer. The days of my life haven't been hungry ones. It wasn't for myself that I left. It's because when Yeshua spoke, I saw farther than I ever have before. I saw so far that I saw into my son's own future. I saw him living free in a free land.
O Lord, behold on his body the sign of the covenant you have made with the sons of Abraham, that we are your chosen people. Accept into your service David, son of Devorah, and Bartholomew.
Ha ha ha!
his head off.
Day after sickening day, I watched the Romans break our bones. I've spent a lifetime crying out to Jews. Rise up against them. Preach rebellion. Yes. I dream of someone who'll burn his words into our people's brains. Reach into their hearts. Rouse them. Lead them. Are you the one? Are you?
It's only a matter of time before the Romans get wind of us.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying there's no more time for words. I'm saying it's time to act.
Doing what? Taking on the whole Roman army?
If need be, yes. Why are you always so violent? And what are you always so frightened about? What are you afraid of? I am afraid of somebody dying.
You must continue to trust. You must continue to believe.
Yesha, I would give you my life.
You said it yourself. Don't wait for God to change the world. Now I'm saying that I want to strike. Then hit me! If you must strike out, strike now! I tell you that your only salvation lies in changing your lives and returning to the word of the Lord. And you will sacrifice for it. And you will suffer for it. I never told you that you would not suffer. Yes! You will pay a price for holding to the faith of your fathers. Since the time of Abraham, we have always paid a price. Jews by the thousands cut down and crucified.
Got to get out of here.
Do you want it all to end now? We've got to get out of here! Now! Heal me. Heal me. Heal me. Heal me.
There must be 100 of them out there begging to see you. What do we do now?
You trained us to teach. So let's teach.
And go to prison.
So, is that the end of the world?
We should find a place to hide, just disappear, lay low for a while.
And let everything we've accomplished fall to pieces?
Heal me.
Leave him alone!
Let him sleep.
Leave him alone!
The Almighty showed me the light, gave me a sign to go forth and carry His word. But now I can't teach anymore. The time has come to do what I have always known I must do. Go to Jerusalem, and as it is written, announce myself king on Passover when it falls upon the Sabbath. I pray for strength. Isaiah said, yet on himself he bore our suffering. He was pierced for our transgressions. If he is the true Messiah, he must die and be reborn. Hosea, he has torn me, and he will heal me. He will revive me, that in his presence I may live.
So, as it says in the Holy Book, the Lamb has consented to lie down with the lion.
And which one of us is the lion?
I know who you are and what you've been doing. And you know who I am and what I've been doing. Now, my men have been out there fighting and dying. What about yours? Now, you asked for this meeting, and I want to know why. Tired of walking? Tired of talking? Have you given up?
I've just begun.
And so have I. And I won't be done until every Jewish husband and son is willing to stand up and fight for what is ours.
Fight and die. They died at the aqueduct of Elijah. They died because they were outnumbered. They died because they did not have a chance.
Listen to him, Elijah.
Would I have arranged this if I didn't think you could be helpful to one another? You must at least listen to what he has to say.
And I am saying that your violence will be met by their violence 100-fold. There will be no stopping it.
It frightens you.
Yes, I am afraid of our people being slaughtered.
We are the same as dead now. Not being free is being dead. Roman walls confine us.
And if you manage to break down those walls, what protection will our people have from the next tyrant and the next after that?
I am a man who does what he can do with the gifts God has given me. A voice that can shout and a fist that can fight.
And I, too, am a man who does what he can do with what God has given him.
And what is that?
A knowledge of my own destiny and a plan for carrying it out.
Judah, I see your friend is a dreamer, too.
In a month, Jerusalem will be filled with our people celebrating the Passover. There will be thousands from all over Elijah. Thousands who have heard Yeshua speak, who know him, who trust him. Just their number alone gives them great power. They too want change. Where Yeshua leads them, they will follow.
The time the prophets have written of is now. Our people have waited long for their king, and now their wait will be rewarded. I will declare myself king. I will declare myself king on our temple steps to our people and to their priests, and I will need your help.
What do you want from us?
We'll need you to divert the attentions of the Romans, both when Yeshua enters the city and when he announces himself at the temple.
Our goal is, and I pray, that this all can be accomplished without a drop of blood being spilled.
And if it fails?
Then there is another part to my plan. Even my brother knows only what he must know. On Thursday evening, Judah will betray me and I will be arrested. Pilate is already impatient. He feels an insurrection, so the trial will be held on Friday morning. No Jew was left on the cross during the Sabbath, so if the Romans believe I am dead, I will be taken down before the sunset comes and the Sabbath begins. I will survive. He has torn me and he will heal me. He will revive me that in his presence I may live.
Have you gone mad, my brother? If you feel so sure that God will spare you from this death, why do you come to me with this? The burden is too great for me to bear, Yeshua.
I have a task to perform, Yaakov, and God has given me the gifts to perform it. I have enough understanding of my body to know that it's perishable, and I have enough wisdom to know that I must protect it from perishing. When I ask you to help me feign death, Yaakov, I do it with the belief that God has given you a task to perform also. You are a doctor, Yaakov. You know the exact right mixture to slow my heart to nothing. You know.
I also know what we're talking about is rusty nails, Yeshua. Rusty spikes pounded into your hands and feet. I know splintered bones. And I know what happens to a person when the blood is drained from them. And I know about pain. Shrill pain. And there's nothing you can do to prepare yourself for it. Nothing will go wrong, Yeshua. You will not have to use this terrible plan. You will declare yourself. And you will be king.
Good of you to order me here instantly, Governor.
I shall not mince words with you, Caiaphas. It is apparent that an uprising, a military uprising, is planned in the city for this forthcoming week of your festivities. This must surely be known to my high priest.
The people are more than normally superstitious this year, Governor. These things only happen every 2,000 years or so and must be taken in perspective. This year, the Passover feast falls on the Sabbath.
Caiaphas, I am talking about an organized political rebellion in Jerusalem. There will be over 100,000 pilgrims coming from all surrounding provinces to camp in and around the city. These are my orders. Every gateway in the city will be closed 1 hour before sunset. There will be no meetings, rallies, speeches, or demonstrations except in those places properly appointed by you, which will be supervised by your police. Any Jew caught with a sword, a knife, a stone, any dangerous weapon will be executed on the spot. I shall have 2,000 men from my garrison here in Caesarea, disguised as pilgrims, mingling with the crowd. There will be additional horse soldiers standing by. I shall not hesitate to use them.
The Governor is assured of our cooperation and loyalty. However much we think he is overworking his imagination.
Caiaphas, this ignorance might cause me to consider that my high priest is aiding and abetting his own downfall.
How dare you?
We dare. We dare, all right.
You miss your baby, don't you? How big do you think he is now? This big? This big? More. This big. I dreamed last night that our whole land was living in peace. And our faith was restored. And our people sang great songs of joy, and there was love everywhere. I had the same dream.
Oh, don't go. Don't go into Jerusalem.
How did he get past the sentries?
I don't know, sir, but he did.
I want the city searched, street by street, house by house. I want him found.
I'll find him myself.
My men are prepared. We will strike and burn the tax office. At the same time, we will set fire to the barracks. Let the Romans fight their little fires as our people gather.
And let the smoke that fills the air be a sign that all is well.
And a signal for us to enter the temple.
May God be with us. Moses led our people out of Egypt, we have come to lead you out of slavery. We have come to purify our temple. Listen to me. Hear me. Some of you call me your Messiah. I am.
Jews, brothers, rise up! Rise up and unite!
Let's go back. Into Jerusalem. Passover Eve. Where else would we celebrate our Seder dinner but in Jerusalem?
He's lying here. And you're talking of holding a celebration.
Not so much a celebration as a remembrance. Remembrance and a promise. That this is not the end.
Yes. What you asked me to do. I cannot. I cannot.
When? I'll tell you when. How many are the benefits that God has bestowed upon us? He brought us out of Egypt.
It is enough.
He cleft the sea in half for us.
It is enough.
He brought us through dry.
It is enough.
He sated our needs in the desert for 40 years.
It is enough.
He bestowed the Sabbath upon us.
It is enough.
He brought us to Mount Sinai.
It is enough.
He gave us our Torah.
It is enough.
He led us to the land of Israel.
It is enough.
This is the bread of affliction our forefathers ate in the land of Egypt. Let all who hunger enter and eat. Let all who are in need come and celebrate the Passover. As yet we are slaves, but next year we may be free. You must understand this. We have not failed. As it is commanded, I now break this unleavened bread.
הלילה הזה מכל הלילות שבכל הלילות אנו עוברים
Do what you must do.
משבין ובין מסובין הלילה הזה, הלילה הזה. כולו מסובין.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hava.
Amen.
Amen. This is what I've always done on Passover. Walk in the garden. Look at the sky. I dream of home.
I can remember the last time and I miss the Galilee.
I want you all to leave me now. And don't look back. Please.
I cannot leave you.
Tomorrow is a holiday. A family celebration, I'm told. People will be at home. Good. I don't want any uproar.
The council does not meet on holy days.
They'll do it this time. I want him tried tonight and on the cross tomorrow.
He has not been found guilty yet. Already you know the sentence.
Let us not play games.
What are we to charge him with?
That's your affair.
Insurrection, treason, they fall under Roman law. Under our law, blasphemy is the only crime which calls for death.
Blasphemy, then?
It is not an easy thing to prove.
You're a clever man, Caiaphas. I've no doubt you'll find a way.
What is the charge?
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy?
That is what Pilate ordered.
We have to learn to live with the Romans. You mean to die?
Order! Let us have order. Now, regarding the unusual hour, let it be recorded that you have been summoned to consider the urgent request of His Excellency Pontius Pilate, Governor of Judea.
And I want it to be recorded that the manner in which this hearing is being conducted is highly unethical and is in violation of Jewish law.
Maybe. However, summon the man. You are of Nazareth, are you not?
I am.
You have been brought here for questioning. It is said that you have committed blasphemy. You will answer truly the questions that are put to you.
This is a hearing, not a trial.
I have spoken openly. I have done nothing in secret.
I submit that under Jewish law, blasphemy consists of 3 violations. And 3 violations only.
We know that.
Yasha, have you ever pronounced the holy...
I will ask the questions. Now listen to me carefully. Have you ever pronounced the secret and holy name of the Lord?
No.
Have you ever cursed God?
No.
Have you ever tried to persuade people to serve other gods?
No.
Under Jewish law, I find no blasphemy in this man. However, we are informed that you have announced yourself, or have caused yourself to be announced as the Messiah, King of Israel, and a true descendant of King David.
I'm sure the high priest is aware that it is no crime to claim to be the Messiah.
We have the promise of the prophets that one day our rightful king will appear. When that time comes, how will we know he is our king unless he tells us
and fulfills the prophecies?
Do you say you are the Messiah?
Yes, I do. And I pray that through me one day, our people's faith will be renewed In God's law, will live on earth.
Yes, sir. You understand that while claiming to be the Messiah is no crime under Jewish law. Under Roman law, it is high treason.
In a land ruled by the Romans, only Caesar can appoint a king.
I am what I am.
Draw up the charges as Roman law requires. Our compliments to Your Excellency.
Never mind that. The decision. What was it?
Favorable and unfavorable.
Please, no riddles.
The man from Galilee was questioned fully. Under our Jewish law, he has committed no crime.
You could not invent one?
Certainly not. Our laws are unchangeable. We may be the Emperor's subjects, but we do not make the Emperor's laws.
Very well. No more worrying about balancing this situation locally, about treading on people's toes. Politics. This is no longer a local situation amongst the Jews. This is my decision. If there is no law and order in your courts, I shall have to enforce it. You'll be given a fair trial. Now get out. I shall not forget your cooperation. Henceforth, I shall match favors received with favors given. You're wasting no time. Make ready my tribunal.
Get everybody out! 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 Out!
Rise for Caesar's representative, the most noble Pontius Pilate, governor of Judea and Samaria.
By the right of the sword and imperial power conferred upon me to pass judgment, I declare this court in session. Bring in the accused.
This is the man who is responsible for all.
Read out the charges.
The case of Yeshua of Nazareth, charged with declaring and allowing himself to be declared King of the Jews.
It is in Caesar's power, and Caesar's power alone, to appoint any king of the Jews. The nomination of such a position by anyone save the emperor is an act of high treason. You have heard the charges. Now, you may speak in your own defense. I've been told about your sermons. Do you declare yourself to be the King of the Jews? Are you the King of the Jews?
You say that I am. To that I was born. I bear witness to the truth.
Do you declare yourself to be the King of the Jews?
Yes.
Then you are guilty as charged.
Yes, I am guilty. I am guilty of speaking the truth.
Truth? What truth? What is truth? The empty-headed ravings of a lunatic, a madman. One prophet, more or less, will not be missed. You'll be forgotten by sundown. In 10 days, only your bones will remain to say you ever existed. What shall we do with him? What do you say, all of you?
Crucify him.
The people have spoken. Record a verdict of guilty. Draw up the papers in the proper form for my signature. Get him out of here! Take him away and beat him! Crucify him with the others! It is finished! Done! Over.
Can you see the light? Yes, sir. Can you see the light?
my brother. If you feel so sure that God will spare you from this death, why do you come to me with this? The burden is too great for me to bear, Yeshua.
To perform, Yaakov. And God has given me the gifts to perform it with. I have enough understanding of my body to know that it's perishable. And I have enough wisdom to know that I must protect it from perishing. When I ask you to help me feign death, Yaakov, I do it with the belief that God has given you a task to perform also. You are a doctor, Yaakov. You know the exact right mixture to slow my heart to nothing, you know.
And I also know what we're talking about is rusty nails, Yeshua. Rusty spikes pounded into your hands and feet. I know about splintered bones. I know what happens to a person when the blood is drained from them. And I know about pain, Yeshua. Shrill pain. There's nothing you can do to prepare yourself for it.
I have the permission to claim the body.
He's my brother.
Is this the one you want?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Nothing will go wrong, Yeshua. You will not have to use this terrible plan. You will declare yourself, and you will be king. Yeshua.
Must be seen. We have not failed. We have not failed.